Hey, what is going on, everyone? It's me, Mr. Mario, and I do want to start this off with a warning for the first time ever that this is going to be running in 60 frames per second. It is recorded in that, and this game does have a lot of flashing lights and all that as well too, so if you have issues with that, I would recommend probably just run this video in the background or skip it entirely. No harm, no foul. I just don't want you all getting hurt from this with me talking about some random odd game that was on the Xbox Live Indie Games Marketplace. Now, what am I talking about here? I'm talking about I made a game with zombies in it. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's even stylized like this as well, too. Now, for anybody who does not know, the Xbox Live Indie Games Marketplace was essentially a marketplace that was running on the Xbox 360 where it allowed developers easier access to develop games using Microsoft XNA, and then they were able to develop some small little games. They were then able to put them up on the indie game marketplace, and from there, just like the regular arcade games, they were shuffled into their own marketplace, mind you, but right there digitally, you could either download free trials or you could even purchase these games, and they were quite cheap. This game was available for free, and to this day, I still don't really know the difference between the trial and the full game, because it seemed like they were pretty much about the same, and the amount that you were going to pay was going to be kind of a tip to the developer. It was $1, and this is easily probably the best dollar I have ever spent in my history. In my history of using the Xbox Live platform and service. To this day, there's only been 2 games that I bought on the Xbox Live Indie Game Marketplace before it went down. This one and Epoxy, which was a pretty bad $1 DayZ clone that you could get on there. Either way, I will say this game has held a special place in my heart, and I absolutely loved it. It did release originally back in 2009, and as you can see, it is just a multi-directional twin-stick shooter where you are this character here, you are upgrading your weapons, you are going around and killing zombies because, well, the developer, James Silva, made a game with zombies in it, and he talked about it. But it's not even the game itself, the graphics, or anything else, or the flashing lights that really get you. The thing that you'll probably come away with the best memory of this game itself, if you give it a try, is the song that plays. And not just the song and the music, but the lyrics with it as well, too. It has some very direct lyrics that are on point, such as this. Yeah, welcome to my game. I put zombies in it for your pain. They come shambling out from the sides. You better shoot them or you're gonna die. And if you're wondering how this game was made, he even covers this as well too in a lyric, quite literally saying, I made this game using XNA. It costs $1 and I hope you pay. So if you were looking for answers as to how this game came to fruition, really all you need to do is play the game and you'll be able to figure it out. Now, my fond memories of this are looking on the Xbox Live Indie Arcade Marketplace back in the day when it was still up and running, and seeing, honestly, a lot of the games that were not so great on there. But this game ended up sticking out just because, I mean, look at the cover art of this. Look at this here. It ended up sticking out to me. So I remember I downloaded a free trial, and I was shocked at how fun the game actually was. And me being a teenager at the time, I wasn't flush with cash, but you better believe at one point when I did load up with some Microsoft points, I did decide to throw 80 James Silva's way, because that was only $1, and I was like, you know what? I've had so much fun with this game, I'm just going to pay $1 for it. I also had multiple friends where they would download this game because I told them to, or because others told them to, or they found it interesting, and they thought it was hilarious, and the same thing ended up happening because they thought it was a joke, and they said, actually, this game is pretty good. Some of them, even when they just needed a game to play and they couldn't play any other games, or they didn't have any at the time, but they wanted to talk with everyone else on party chat and at least play something new, or if they didn't have access to anything else, they would just be playing some of this game right here. It's some mindless fun, and it's great overall, and I would recommend giving it a try. Now, why am I talking about this game? I don't know, I've kind of just wanted to make a video about this, kind of voicing my appreciation and love for this game for so long, and now that I'm covering this, there's actually been some surprises with this as well too. Well, maybe one surprise. If you are seeing this here, how can you play this game? Well, if you have an Xbox Live account with the game purchased on there, you can certainly make sure you have access to that, and then you can play it on there. Now, that is how I got it originally. I originally bought it on my account back in the day, so I have the license, I have everything for that. Of course, I'm not going to advocate for this directly here, but I'm more just saying this as a factual type thing. There is the piracy route if you have a hard modded Xbox 360, and at this point, the Xbox Live indie game service has been down for so long, you cannot access that marketplace, you cannot purchase the games anymore, where, I mean, I'll let your moral compass decide where you want to go in regards to that there. However, what if you do not have an old Xbox Live account, an old Xbox 360, or a modded Xbox 360 with this game in place, and you still want to play it? Well, when I was looking this up, I did a tiny bit of research, and I was shockingly surprised at this here. The game is actually available on Steam, on PC. Now, the footage you're seeing has been on the Xbox 360 because that's where I've been playing it, but the game ended up getting remastered and re-released on Steam, and I wonder if they changed the lyric. I almost hope they didn't, but I will say that the lyrics are no longer going to be accurate for this because, one, for this to run on Steam, I know that this was ported over, it wasn't developed directly in XNA, and two, the game no longer costs $1. The game is actually free. Like, free. Like, you can go onto Steam right now and download and play the full game for free. So at the low cost of nothing, especially since this thing will run on a potato, I would encourage people to try it. This is a great game. If you want to play I Made a Game with Zombies in it, play I Made a Game with Zombies in it. If it looks at all interesting, give it a shot. It'll kill some time. It's going to give you some laughs. It's a fun game overall. Even better, this actually ended up jumping onto a newer Xbox platform. So, if you are wanting to play this on anything from the original Xbox One to the Xbox Series X, this is also available on there as well too as a digital download. Anyways, that is about it for this video here. Why did I make this now? Well, maybe because I was coming off the heels of my Darkness video where that was another game from the 7th generation that I have admired and loved for a long time, and I just want to make a little bit of a cool little love note to it here on the channel, and I'm doing the same with this game as well too. I think it's well deserving, and I really hope James Silver put my $1 to good use. Anyways, that is about it for this video here. If you enjoyed this video and you liked seeing I Made a Game with Zombies in it, a like would absolutely be appreciated. If you didn't like it, a dislike is fine as well too. But anyways, this is Mr. Mario, signing off. Thank you all for watching, everyone.